You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. This is The Breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Yes! The Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Presec hits the big 8-5 as part of the 85th anniversary celebrations. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and the Ɔdadeɛ Global Association presents the Presec at 85 Grand Durbar on the theme Building Upon a Legacy of Excellence. Come experience the biggest gathering of students, staff and Ɔdadeɛs. Date Saturday 30th September 2023. Venue the Presec School grounds at 10 a.m. sharp. The chairman for the occasion, the Right Honorable Professor Ɔdadeɛ Mike Okwe, the former Speaker of Parliament, and our special guest of honor, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. The dress code: come in your Presec at 85th anniversary cloth. Since 1938, we've been consistent in building upon a legacy of excellence for Mother Ghana, Africa, and the world.
Did you know that 90% of people with autoimmune diseases will be misdiagnosed or spend years before a diagnosis is made? Precious time that could lead to organ damage. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system starts to attack healthy organs and cells in the body till they are destroyed. These conditions are more severe and are increasingly seen in people of African ancestry. The Rheumatology Initiative TRI is an NGO leading with education, advocacy, and research in autoimmune diseases. TRI ensures patients have the right peer support with a support group of over 200 people diagnosed with autoimmune conditions. The Rheumatology Initiative provides emergency medication for needy patients and teaches them life skills to ensure some financial stability. TRI reaches patients, health practitioners, and the general public through various educational interventions to enable prompt diagnosis and treatment for improved outcomes. How can you support our work at the Rheumatology Initiative? Please donate to our MTN Momo 024-192-9775. Account name is the Rheumatology Initiative. To volunteer, please send an email to volunteer@tryghana.org. That's TRIGhana.org. Visit our website tryghana.org to reach us, and on social media look for our handles at TryGhana.
Ɔdadeɛ Health Matters is a radio program designed to address various health-related issues as we go through our daily lives. As the saying goes, do take care of your body. It is the only place you have to live. Join us and our team of Ɔdadeɛ medical professionals as we address various health matters that affect you and the people you care about. My name is Dr. Sampong. I will be your host on Ɔdadeɛ Health Matters, along with my co-host, Dr. Awuni, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio Online, this and every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Do join us.
Yes! The Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Presec hits the big 8-5 as part of the 85th anniversary celebrations. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and the Ɔdadeɛ Global Association presents the Presec at 85 Grand Durbar on the theme Building Upon a Legacy of Excellence. Come experience the biggest gathering of students, staff and Ɔdadeɛs. Date Saturday 30th September 2023. Venue the Presec School grounds at 10 a.m. sharp. The chairman for the occasion, the Right Honorable Professor Ɔdadeɛ Mike Okwe, the former Speaker of Parliament, and our special guest of honor, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. The dress code: come in your Presec at 85th Anniversary Cloth. Since 1938, we've been consistent in building upon a legacy of excellence for Mother Ghana, Africa, and the world.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are live on The Breeze, on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Mommy see me back when you dream of it and until but your first go. Said you never go be any see. And once on our door, we back for you. See me will be a bunny that tell you. We will be a bunny over your first go.
Hey guys, you already know this your boy, the topless dance god Lloyd, and you're listening to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Shine the light.
Yeah.
are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. This is The Breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Music from Oforian Ponsa, welcoming us to the midweek edition of The Breeze. And it's live here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We are streaming live via the Zeno FM radio app. And of course, we are live via the Ɔdadeɛ Radio app and various radio streams across the globe. It's the midweek edition of The Breeze. And of course, we are as well live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. We are live on our YouTube channel, Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and always remember, anytime you drop our YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and also click on the notification bell icon to receive our notifications anytime we go live. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, Ghana's finest digital radio, bring you the best of information, education, and entertainment 24/7. Good morning once again, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is the midweek edition of The Breeze. On behalf of the production team, our executive producer, Mr. Johnny Adofenin, aka Ɔdadeɛ Zonda. And also to my senior Edifico. Support from Nicholas I. Queno here in the studio. And of course, my name is DJ Yus. I'm going to be your host. We are here till 12 midday with the business edition of The Breeze. Our WhatsApp is 02092925. If you'd like to send a birthday request and a shout out, if you'd like to let us know you're doing the listening, you can quickly send a message on 02092925. Ɔdadeɛ Radio is on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio and Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. On Instagram and Twitter is at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. WhatsApp is 02092925. So if you know someone who is celebrating his or her birthday today, like we always do, send those birthday shout-outs and we'll shine the light on the birthday celebrant for you on the brighter side of life. Happy birthday going out to Ɔdadeɛ Francis Poli. It happens to be your birthday today. Happy birthday going out to you, sir. And also going out to you, Nana Kofi Arthur. It's also your birthday today. Happy birthday going out to you as well. And as well going out to you, Kwabna Asari. It's also your birthday today. Happy birthday going out to you. So if you know someone who is celebrating his birthday today, you may want to send that message so we shine the light on the birthday celebrant for you. Once again, the number is 02092925. At the top of the hour 11, we're getting into a conversation this morning with Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong. He is the CEO of Kofi Sampong Ventures. This morning, we're going to have a conversation on accident vehicle repairs and restoration. Like we all do love our vehicles when the unfortunate incident happens. I know you need the very good hands, a very good expert to at least restore your vehicles back to its form. And this morning we are going to talk about all that, and I believe it will interest you if you're a car owner. Even if you are not, you are going to learn one or two here on the Breeze chat segment, midweek edition, which is the business edition. Accident vehicle repairs and restoration. We have a pro in the house this morning, and he's going to tell us more as to what they do. He's an entrepreneur. He's built his business to this level. He's going to share his entrepreneurial skills with us as well. So if you're out there, you started a small business, it can as well help you to push the right buttons to be able to hit the right markets and the clients that you desire. So this morning, Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong is already seated. And don't forget, if you have any questions or comments, you can begin sending them in on 02092925. You can begin sending them in, and of course, we are going to read them out for you. 02092925. Presec is 85 years. And it's been a long all-year activities to mark the 85th anniversary of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. And come Saturday, the 30th of September 2023, at the Presec School Ground will be Presec at 85 Grand Derby. It's going to be the biggest gathering of all of that years. Biggest gathering of traditional leaders, opinion leaders, political figures, business owners, and a lot more. Presec at 85 Grand Derby will be happening on Saturday, September 2023 at the Presec School Ground from 10 a.m. So once again, this is going to be a very big invitation to all stakeholders and to all Ɔdadeɛs, wherever you find yourself. on Saturday, the 30th of September 2023. It's going to be the biggest gathering, trust me, biggest one, of course. Presec at 85 Grand Derby. It will be on the theme, Building Upon a Legacy of Excellence. Come along and join us. Our special guest of honor will be His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. The event will be chaired by the Right Honorable and of course a lot of gigs are coming through. We have the host being Ɔdadeɛ Dr. N.S. Ofori Sampong, who is the Ɔdadeɛ Global President, and of course the Anniversary Planning Committee Chairperson Ɔdadeɛ Patricia Obunai. She's also the Ɔdadeɛ Global Vice President. The event will be under the chairmanship of the Right Honorable Ɔdadeɛ Michael Okwe. And all Ɔdadeɛs are going to be there. We expect you to be there as well. The Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and Ɔdadeɛ Global Association brings you this grand Derby event on the 30th of September 2023 at the Presec School grounds from 10 a.m. Please do come in the 85th anniversary cloth, which is already selling at the Alumni Mentorship Center. Come grab yours and look smart and come join us on that day at the 85th anniversary Grand Derby. And well, as part of the 85th anniversary, parents and students are going to have a fun day, a park event. That's a parent and student fun day in the park. This event is scheduled to take place on the 23rd of September 2023 from 9 a.m. at the Presec School field. It's going to be a gathering of students and parents. It's going to be a fun park activity. There will be health talk, cooking competition, health screening, parent NSMQ, football gala, live band sessions, a dance competition, national ID card registration, food bazaar, lot and lot of fun activities. This is happening actually on Saturday, 23rd, that's this Saturday, 23rd of September 2023. So please do mark it on your calendar to come join parents and students for this fun day in the park events with lot and lot of activities from 9 a.m. I know it's been a challenging year filled with economics ups and downs, academic pressure that have tested us all, and as parents and teachers, there is time for us to strain in both our personal and professional life. So time to put all that aside and embrace the joy. So once again, come join us on September 23rd, 2023 for the inaugural Presec Fun Day in the park. It's a day of delicious food, hearty laughter, a wide range of sports activities. You simply can't afford to miss it. So get your t-shirt and caps from the PTA store and gear up for the day of a pure fun. Remember, it's this Saturday, so don't miss out because your presence means the world to your family and children on the field. Let's make this day an unforgettable one. There will be sports competitions, football, volleyball, tennis, other outdoor and sporting activities. And we have participating teams, including team parents, we have team staff, we have team Presec, and of course, team Ɔdadeɛ are all going to be in competition. It's going to be a male and female affair. Please, for more inquiries and other details, you can call 0244 826961. That is 0244 482 6961. And come join the Parent and Staff Fun Day in the park this very Saturday here on the Presec campus.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
So possibly maybe it may be your first time of listening to The Breeze here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. The Breeze comes your way here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio from 10 a.m. to 12 midday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's a mid-morning show, and of course, a twist of music, some bit of entertainment, information, education, and a lot more in store for you from 10 to 12 midday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Mondays, The Breeze focuses its attention on social development issues, talking about women and children, the environment. We talk about non-governmental organizations, public health awareness, and a lot more every Monday on the Monday edition of The Breeze. And on Wednesdays, is the business segment. We focus our attention on business development. We talk about entrepreneurship. We discuss insurance, banking and finance, and a lot more every Wednesday on the business edition. And on Fridays, we talk about creative arts, tourism, culture, and religion. So there's variety Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on The Breeze for you. So like I mentioned earlier on, I have a distinguished Ɔdadeɛ joining me this morning for a conversation talking about accident vehicles repair and restoration. My guest is Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong, and he's already seated. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Thank you.
And I hope you are doing well.
I'm good.
All right. Thank you so much for making time to join us.
You're welcome.
Okay. So Presec is 85 years. Anything like you want to say or possibly shine a light on this morning?
In that light, we shall see light.
Exactly.
So, I came to Presec in 78.
Okay.
Actually, I hadn't heard of Presec when I was sitting my common trans.
Okay.
I went to Achimota Primary, so obviously I only knew of Achimota.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I wasn't picked. And my old man, being a Presbyterian, was chatting with the late Lakwansa, who was named after Kwanzaa House.
Okay.
And he told him that he should bring me and we'll come to the school and then see what can be done. So I remember very well his Opel Cadet, white, that we sat in and then
came
all the
to
way
school.
to, I hadn't even passed, Legon, Medina Road, at 14 years, I hadn't moved to this side of Accra before.
But where were you living before
We're
then?
living in Adabraka.
Adabraka.
But all this place was bush, sort of.
Yes, Medina,
Yes,
Adenta.
etc.
Yes.
So we came, and then he got down, went in to see the headmaster, and came out with my prospectus.
Okay.
And that's how I found my way to Presec.
So it wasn't by like your choice of your dad made a decision.
I haven't heard of Presec before. I didn't know what school was Presbyterian Boys Secondary School.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So what are some of your funding memories when you were in Presec?
You know, I was in a boarding school before coming here, so it was like.
So you had that boarding life
yes.
experience already.
Unlike most of our mates who were homesick, were crying, and you know, I had already experienced being away from parents for more than 3 years. So it was like normal.
Okay. So there wasn't anything that really pushed you?
No. More so, fortunately, there were some people in my area who were in this school I didn't know. So I met a few who I knew, and it's like life goes on. Okay.
That's very interesting. But I believe that during your days in school, you had mates. Do you remember or recollect any of them?
Oh, yes. The Oraka Tete, Jack Ali, Intim, John Intim, Woolley, Henry Lawson, a few others, you know.
Oh, okay. But what were you nicknamed?
I was called Boneu. What happened was, it was not a name that I was actually used to teasing a senior.
Okay.
He wasn't too good in English. He was in the same dormitory, you know. And I used to tease him with that word.
Okay.
But unfortunately, when people got to know of that word, then I was called by that, and then it stuck.
Oh, okay. So what was the name again?
Boneu.
Yes. Like Tree Boneu.
Yes, exactly. He more or less wasn't too good with his tenses, you know. So I was always teasing him. See, so when people heard of it, they decided calling me, and it stuck.
Oh, okay. So which year did you complete?
83.
83. Oh, okay. Which house were you by then?
I was in Clark House.
Clark House.
The best house.
Wow. No doubt. Do you remember any of your tutors you mentioned? That maybe your favorite ones that you had experience with?
Mrs. Sampong. And there was one very pretty one, Miss Okran. Everybody went to her class because of her beauty.
Okay.
I mean, she was a literature tutor.
Yeah.
And because of her beauty, you know, most of the guys wanted to be in her class. So her class was always
full.
Yes.
So by extension, she was your favorite teacher?
More or less. One of my teachers.
Okay.
And there was one, Apotopori. I don't remember his actual name, but that was his name.
Apotopori,
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there was another one too, Bayrebon.
Okay.
But I have also forgotten his actual name. Yeah.
Interesting. What was your favorite food back then? Possibly in the assembly hall, or sorry, the dining hall. Yes.
Yoko Gary.
You had the red.
Yes, red.
Any special?
And then the empotompoto. No, it was like it keeps you longer as compared to the other diets. You know.
The red, which you call gobe.
Yes. Now called
gobe.
Yes, yeah. Makpo in those days was called Makpo.
It was called Makpo.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But did you also like the agege?
Agege is a normal. I mean, there's no way you can miss it, because when you go to the dining hall, you struggle to get an extra ball.
Okay.
So when you get the extra ball, obviously that is the next meal.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. But any memorable event during your Presec days you might want to share? Any? Just one or two?
Okay, I'll share two.
Okay.
One was they were organizing we were in Form 1 then. They were organizing like a bandstand or something like hall. I mean, like group dormitories or music competition or something like that. And then there was a entertainment prophet, forgot his name, but then he organized this thing. And unfortunately, I think the instruments that it was called poncho.
Okay.
So the instruments that were brought, I don't know whether they were too old or something like that. And then they started playing, and lo and behold, the instruments gave in, and then people got angry that they had paid money, and he's brought a substandard, you know, and then they rushed on him, and then he was in my house, you know. So, you know, being Form 1, you were really shocked at what was coming. People were rushing all over and wanted to get a ping at him. But then, fortunately, there were strong guys in House 2 who really prevented them from, you know, attacking him, sort of. That's one of them. And there was another one which was very unique. Okay. And a few of us saw it. We were then in SU. And we went to, you know, those days, Science College.
Were you a member of the SU?
Yes, I was. Okay. I was then young. You know, you have no option, because that is where you stay and you will not be beaten.
And you'll be safe.
Yes. Because if you stay in the house, you are in trouble. So we went to Science College and we were going to pray, and then They said we're praying for the Holy Ghost, and then, the whole building shook to the foundation. The security, the watchmen who were there all ran off. But when we came to the house, they said nothing had happened. And we were shocked. But then it did happen, and I can testify it did happen.
Okay.
So that was the second one.
Okay. Wow. Interesting memories you've got. Presec is 85 years, and there's been a lot of activities to mark this all year long celebrations. Anything you want to talk about, especially as Presec is 85 years?
You see, we have come a long way.
Yes.
Establishing especially Christian discipline. Because that is what is lacking now. We have many people who are, coming out intellectuals, whatever, but lacking that aspect of life, which I think Presec stands very tall. I was talking to my son who was here a while ago, and I told him that there is no way you can pass through the walls of Presec and come out and do not know how to weed and see things which are nasty, and you walk away because you get used to it and it will shape your life. That is Presec for you.
Okay. So then it means that building upon a legacy of excellence.
Exactly.
As our theme.
Yes.
For the 85th anniversary.
Exactly.
Is in the right direction.
Very.
Thank you so much. This morning we are going to be talking about vehicles, which I believe are your specialties in terms of what you do. At Kofi Enterprise, or should I say Kofi Sampong Ventures.
Yeah.
Sorry. Kofi Sampong Ventures. Can you run us through exactly what you do?
We do body works.
That's car
body works.
Okay.
And then we spray, especially, it's only recently that there's been a downturn, but then, people used to bring accident cars and want it restored.
Okay, they import accident cars from outside.
Yes. And they
outside the country.
Yes. So, to restore it outside is very expensive. So, they bring it down. Sometimes they add parts, and then you try to restore it as to the original state. Okay. That's basically what we do.
Okay, so aside importing accident cars and you restore it to its back to its way it used to be, you do that locally from accident cars that happen.
Yes, accident cars happen here as well. We do that one.
Okay, but how did this all start, and where from the interest and the passion to venture into this area?
After school, that's after sixth form.
Yes,
I did work with Stanchart. So I was doing banking for some time, but then I was using my old man's car, which was a Mercedes, a black Mercedes. Okay. And then that time it had a 4-cylinder petrol engine. It was a manual. But then I realized that others were using automatic, etc. So I tried to change it to automatic. Then again, I changed it to a diesel. That's a 4-cylinder diesel.
Okay.
But I realized I didn't have the power I really wanted. But then I was young, so I used to race, etc. So then I decided to change it to a 5-cylinder. You see, so and which it worked. And then
you changed the car from a 4-cylinder to a 5-cylinder engine.
Diesel, yeah.
Okay.
And it worked. Then I realized also that people do bring, one thing in our culture, I would say in our part of the world, intelligent people don't do fitting. Everybody who goes to school and learns and is brilliant has to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. I mean, it is unheard of for you to tell your father you want to be a fitter.
Yeah.
That's like the word we use.
Fitter, yeah.
So you realize that where I'm near Odona, right? Now, most of the people who come and are trained or apprentice are people who do not, it's not always the poor, but it's like people who do not do well in school. So when the person is not doing well, the next option is go and learn a trade. So you choose between maybe carpentry,
masonry, fitting,
sort of. So you realize that, why would you buy an expensive car and give it to somebody who is not brilliant? Do you see? So you see that we come to school, learn the Y, the X, and do not apply it. So that you see that somebody takes a car to a workshop and the person is working on it, and it's not critical in the sense that you see that, for example, there was something I heard which is very funny. Somebody takes his car to the workshop and they spray it. Maybe the person wants a white color. Now, after spraying, the color looks creamish. And then you approach the guy. Why is the car into, a beba? You see? So you assume it will dry and come to your color, only to realize that that is the color you've been given. All because the person who is working on it is not that critical. You see? He hasn't gone to school much. So he can't read. You see? So he does what he's taught. Like somebody who is doing a pizza. He's been told a pizza is round and it's always round. He never thinks of making it square or rectangular. So when you bring the car and then he was taught that this is how it's done, forget it. No matter what the new car comes with, he's going to do what he was taught. So that made me realize that there is more to what car gives. Because there are certain things which are coming up that these people more or less do not look up to because they don't know. So that's where I really try to bridge that gap.
Okay. So you mentioned that you were in the banking sector.
Yes.
So at some point you had to leave your banking job.
I took an early retirement because I was actually stressed up with the work at the bank. So I entered into business, etc. Then at a point in time, I realized that most cars were being sprayed outside or, in makeshift, spray shops. Then I realized that people were using the spray booth outside. So I decided to bring one, and then that's where it started from.
Okay, so like you brought out the foreign spraying booth.
Yeah.
So at the time, we didn't have much in Ghana.
In Ghana, most people didn't have it.
Most people didn't have it. Oh, okay. So that's how it started.
Yes.
So did you actually go into some formal training?
No.
To get to learn.
I used to go
things?
to China a lot. Those days I used to bring stuff to sell, but I realized that was an area which was absent in our setup. You could see those ones at big shops like Toyota. All that big shop, But then in the individual setup, they didn't have the ovens.
Okay.
So then I thought, why don't I bring it and then start and then see how it goes?
Okay, so you brought it down,
yes,
installed it, and work began.
Yes.
You had to employ some few people, I'm sure.
Yes, I did. I didn't employ. I mean, like you shop around and see those who are good, who are a little critical, and then you poach them.
Today, how big is Kofi Sampong Ventures?
I have 4 permanent workers who are very good. I employ others on daily basis because they normally have to help in
like by day workers.
Sort of.
Okay. Do you have branches?
Not yet.
But do you plan to expand?
Maybe in the near future, but not now.
Okay. Critically, run us through exactly some of the services you offer.
We actually do body work. That's the main one we do. So
like when the
car is brought down.
Okay.
So we assess the damage, and then it depends on the pocket of whoever brings the car.
Okay.
Some would like to restore everything. I mean, like they don't want it to be straightened, so they bring all those stuff. So it's a matter of like cut and paste.
Fender and everything they bring in.
Cut and paste.
New stuff. To be fixed.
Yes, and then others would like to straighten the old ones. So it all depends on the person's purchasing power, more or less, like how much the person is prepared to spend on the car. Then we move from there.
Okay. So apart from doing the body works, then in the aspect of the spraying.
Yes. And then some also have mechanical problems, etc., which we contract people to do it for them.
Okay. Do you do a vehicle modification, like somebody buys an antique Benz or something, brings it up?
We do that a lot.
Okay. Can you run us through some of that?
You see, those ones, like I'm saying, it all depends on how much the person can afford.
Okay.
Because, with antiques, they're out of the system. So to get them is a little difficult. Now, if the person wants it, like as I'm speaking now, I'm doing a single door 318
BMW.
And all the stuff is being brought outside and it's new stuff. Bushings, everything. But then you get someone who wants to restore, but he's not prepared to go in that line. So you then have to maybe get used ones or some which are available and then restore. But then if the person can afford it, that means that we are bringing new stuff, buy maybe slightly used one. Someone has been left but it's in good condition. We get the things, and then.
Okay. Setting up Kofi Sampong Ventures, I'm sure there were initial challenges. Can you share some?
You see, in our fact, we didn't start as a body workshop. I actually started selling security. I was one of the first people who started bringing security doors down. So I still, attend to some of my clients, especially when they have problems, challenges with their locking system or those things. Then along the line, business was becoming some way, So I then was also doing this car stuff, but not like serial, like personal sort of. Then I really entered into that because I saw the interest of people. And then that's where it really began. Then we moved on. Then people were actually introduced by word of mouth and also by the things that we had done, the restorations we had done. People were actually referring to us, and then we started from there.
So some of the things that you have, some of the cars that you have managed to restore, do you have them somewhere online? You have them.
Yes, it's
you
online.
You have social media and all that. People can go and view and look at some
Kofi, my Kofi is KOPHE.
Okay.
Kofi 2001 at gmail.com.
Okay.
Or Kofi Sampong or Francis Ofori Sampong Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
So you have some of the pictures of
some of
the vehicles you've managed to restore.
Yeah.
How expensive it is, or how cheap can one?
You see, like I'm saying, it all depends.
Especially if my car is not, if it's not, has not been involved in accidents.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to come and retouch the car, spray, and give it a new look. How much should I put in my pocket?
Okay. Take, for example, a Vitz.
Okay.
A Vitz. If it hasn't got a lot of damage, like the person maybe scratches sort of thing, you're looking about 2,500.
Okay.
You see, but it depends on the final price will depend on when I see what the work on it.
Okay.
But if it's
the work to be done.
Yes, that will, because someone has got dents, etc., that needs more work, sort of. But if it's only spray, that's you're looking at some. It also depends on. You see, for instance, somebody might specify a particular brand of paint he wants.
Yeah.
You see, that is where the cost, goes up. Because there are certain brands which are more expensive. You see, but then maybe the person just wants, to have the car done nicely and not inferior, that one too is there. So it all depends on how much the person can afford.
Okay, so there isn't something like a fixed price.
No. There's no fixed price.
It varies from car or vehicle to vehicle.
Vehicle to gear, and then the work involved and the type of paint, etc.
Okay. How do you get your materials to fixing maybe doing the fixings of the cars and spraying and all that?
The paint, that's to the paint they are on the market. But to the body works, some can be got here and some you have, like I'm talking now, there's a Jeep which is arriving this month, and we can't even get the steering rack, which means we have to import it.
Okay.
So there are certain things you can't get here. If you can get, it might be very, very expensive. So then it all depends, like I'm saying from the beginning, it depends on how much the person can afford. The duration also depends on how much the person can, because you see, maybe you might have to go to the market and get it, and it might be too expensive for the person. So maybe he would decide to bring it down or ask somebody to bring it down. So all this has to be factored in the duration. But if everything is available and it's not too serious, you're talking like maybe a week or two, you should be out of the shop.
Oh, okay. We actually having a conversation with Ɔdadeɛ, Francis Ofori Sampong. He is CEO of Kofi Sampong Ventures. They are actually into vehicle restoration, accident car restorations, and all that, spraying, body works, and everything. Their prices are so affordable, but you get quality out of what they offer you. If you have any questions or comments, or possibly might want to get in touch with Kofi Sampong Ventures, you can quickly put up a question and send it to us. I'll read it to him on 02000 92925. That is 02000 92925. We are on the midweek edition of The Breeze, and it's live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. And we are as well live on the Zeno FM app and on various streams as well. We are live on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. We are live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. Send in a question or comment on 02000 92925. We are actually looking at the entrepreneurial drive that has been put in by Mr. Francis Ofori Sampong to actually establish Kofi Sampong Ventures. Let's talk about your client base. How have you been successful in putting up your client base or your customer base and sustaining them as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, most of them have been by referrals.
Okay.
Especially some were from online when I posted some certain pictures. So you have people come and they talk and then you get them to trust you with their car.
Okay.
Some also, excuse me, some also from where I worked previously, from the bank. So you get people who are have issues they can't solve and they come to you. Now, when you do a good job, you obviously get referrals, very good referrals, and then from there we move on.
Okay, so basically based on referrals.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But how do you market or advertise your business? And which tactics have you used and which of them has been successful for you?
On Facebook.
Okay.
Very successful.
Very successful. Very, 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 very nice. Okay. Let's talk about the turnaround time for fixing a restoration of a vehicle. How long, if I should bring in a vehicle? How will it last you?
It's not fixed. Like I'm saying, see, if the things are available, it might not take long. Maybe a week, depending on the type of damage. You know, for example, if it's a fender and we have to replace, it's just like an hour or two, and then, or if it's very mingled and you cannot straighten it, you know, you have to go and look for it. You know, those are the things that add time. But that's if the things are available, you know. And then you see some some people would like to cut corners in the sense that because you cannot afford it, but okay, straighten it, you know. So that's where we have certain issues, you know. So it all depends on the type of work and money available.
Because, you know, I'm asking that because, you know, there's this culture that sometimes when you send your car to Bodyworks or spraying, they say a chedodo, we say, oh, how do you chedodo? And all those stuffs.
Yeah.
So I was acting that in the background that maybe there were specific periods or time frames that possibly we could be looking at.
You see, like somebody might. I don't have a lot of space, so I can't leave your car there for long.
For long, okay.
You get my point.
So if money is available,
we are working on it.
Okay.
You see, so if the person comes and then maybe we start from a point and then funds are not coming. You know, from experience, if you pump money in, except those I know very well. I mean, when you pump money in, the car stays there. The person's not coming for it, and it's blocking my space. So it's something that I make sure that as soon as possible, the car should leave. As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Yes. So
it can be within 3 days or 4 days.
Yes,
a week.
If money is available, we are on it. You see, making sure we get everything done. You know, especially when the damage is big. You know, and that sometimes it takes longer because maybe you have to straighten and maybe you have to cut and then look for the part to fix, etc. Especially if there are some that the person obviously, you know, when you're buying car from outside, being not a mechanic, you will know certain things that are damaged that can't be. So when it comes, like, you have to go and look for them and then cut them and come and fix. You see, so those are some of the delays that can happen. But other than that, we don't know. I mean, with a normal car, maximum, that is, if all things a month you should be out. That is, I'm talking of serious, not maybe door you just have to remove and then put that one. Maybe in a week we should be out of the place, you know. Or maybe if the person comes with only spraying or small dents, you're not talking. It shouldn't be there for more than a week, you know. Because, you know, sometimes most people, that's the car they depend on. So if they bring it, they are expecting you within about 4, 5, 6, 7 days you should be out, because that's what it goes up and down with. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Sampong, as a pro, how would you advise car users to frequently possibly maintain their car in terms of I know that wear and tear will come in at some point. What would you advise? Should we wait till we get scratches on our vehicle? Should we wait till we get have an accident before we come doing body works and restoring our vehicle? What would you advise?
You see, in our part of the world, we have an issue with cash flow.
Okay.
So, for instance, with a car body work, it's not something which will stop the car from moving. So most people will come only when there's an issue.
Yes.
unlike mechanical, for
Yes.
example, if the shock absorber is spoiled, he knows he can't move the
He
car,
can't
so
move the
he
car,
has to. Or maybe he has an issue with the engine, he has to. But with spraying and body works, until there's an impact or there's serious rust, the person won't come. So you see, that one you cannot really advise because, wow, baby.
I get that. I get that. So there can be an advice like, why there should be a time that you say, oh, I want to go in.
Some
you know?
some do, but you see, like I'm saying, I can't advise because that one the car moves without it.
Yes.
You get my point. So
Yes.
if the person is liquid, he will come.
It will come.
Or especially with women, the type that wouldn't want cars that have rectitives. I mean, scratches here and there, dents here and there. So they always want, even if the engine is not good, he wants the body to look good.
Good.
So they will come anytime there's a scratch or something. But unlike men, if the scratch is not anything that will worry him, he doesn't really care. Yes, yeah.
Do you have instances where people walk in and say, oh, I've been using this my car for a while, and I think when your body was like do stuff
yes.
and do change. Do you have people walking with such offers?
Yes, some do. Even sometimes you might spray a car, and then when you move in, somebody will just cross you as if there's an issue, and then the person will ask you, "Where was this sprayed?" That's what I did. That's okay. I'm bringing you a car. So it does happen, and then some too. Maybe somebody will refer, or maybe instantly where there was there's been an accident or something like that. Somebody, there's a workshop here, and the person comes there.
Okay. Where can we locate your workshop?
My workshop is at Adabraka around Odona. That's the for instance, if you're coming from where Glyco is on the Farisco stretch, that's in Nkrumah Avenue.
Okay.
If you're heading towards Graphic, you will meet my oven right at the end of the road before you make the left turn towards Graphic.
Okay.
So, I mean, those who know the area, we call it official town.
Adabraka official town.
Yes.
Okay.
But then, normally people will know Odona more than the official town.
Okay. Please, can you tell us your working hours?
If you're able to call me at 12 midnight, I'll meet you. If you are able to call me. Because I'm ever ready to sort you out.
Okay. So what are your official contacts?
020 81 53 608.
Okay.
And 0540 35 35 20.
Can we go that over again?
020 81 53 608 and 0540 35 20.
So if you need that quality body works and spraying for your vehicle, I'm sure you should know where to go to now. Kofi Sampong Ventures at Adabraka Official Town. You can locate them. If you can call him even at 12 midnight, he will respond, Charlie, and sort you out in the right way. We have a message here from Mr. Franklin Toth, watching you live from New Jersey. He says, Mr. Sampong, please tell them you are not only an Ɔdadeɛ, but also a Berimaba before anything.
Exactly. I went to sixth form in Kufuria Sectec.
Okay.
And that is where actually it began, because in Presec it's book. But you see, when I went to Sectec, I could see young boys cut metal. Okay. They're able to do. I'm surprised. These boys have not come up because they were able to do a car jack. One of their project works, and the car jack is even better than what is on the market. But then that ends there.
Okay.
They are able to construct things with metal that amazes me.
In the metal work department.
Yes, and they're able to do mechanical drawings, building drawings, etc. Which in Presec is not like that. So that's where the interest more or less started.
Okay, so was it like you went to
sixth form,
Kufuria Sectec, basically?
No, for sixth form.
For sixth form to learn.
I was actually not getting a school after Presec.
Okay.
I had passed, I was not getting a school. Then I found my way to Sectec, which was a blessing though.
Okay. That's interesting. I know Kufuria Sectec has a very big metal workshop.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you used to
I used to admire them. No, I didn't go because I was in sixth form then. But then I used to go and stand there and watch the guys cut the metal and then construct the various things, which they could even have done outside after school. But most of them, it ends there.
Okay. So, Mr. Franklin Totime doing the listening or watching us from New Jersey. Thank you so much. I believe he's clarified that for you. So he's half Berima, but half Ɔdadeɛ. Yeah. Interesting. You can send in your messages to us if you are watching us live on YouTube or Facebook. If you are listening to us via our radio stream channels, the number is 02000 92925. We are having a conversation on accident, vehicle repair, and restoration. If you love your vehicle, if you really want your vehicle to look good, especially those who are into antique vehicles. Yes. I'm sure that if you should be knocking at the doors of Mr. Sampong, he should be sorting you out to at least have your vehicle look that good. Okay, so more messages, and this one here says, doing a lot of body work, you have thought of having your own car design. Is it doable? Like, if yes, what will you need? The answer again is coming from Mr. Kwame Makohene, and he says, doing a lot of body work, have you thought of having your own car design? Is it doable? If yes, what would you need from Mr. Kwame Makohene?
It is doable.
Okay.
But there are a lot of setbacks. For instance, as I'm sitting down now, I have this Cooper. Cooper, and I'm trying to restore.
Okay.
Now, it's so
it's not that the Cooper is not a Beetle.
The mini Beetle.
The mini Beetle.
Yeah,
okay.
But not the small one, the SUV type.
Okay.
Now, I'm thinking of putting in another engine instead of the what they call the mini engine.
Okay.
Now, I've seen it done on YouTube, etc. But you talk to people and that's like, it's strange. They should I say, those who can help don't like to read.
Okay.
So if you have to come up with a design, to be honest with you, I'm not like versatile with these welding, etc. So you always have to depend on people who will help you. But you see, when you getting these people and they don't really see eye to eye with you, it becomes very difficult, So it's like you have the idea, you can design it to get people to design it, but as to how it will be on paper, so that's a problem I have.
Okay. So you're actually trying something out.
Yes.
But you've not really gotten down with it yet. But it's doable.
It's doable.
That is what Mr. Makwino wants to find out. Okay. We'll be going for a very brief commercial break. And when we return, we'll be wrapping up with Mr. Francis Ofori Sampong from Kofi Sampong Ventures. We're discussing accident repairs, vehicle repairs, and restoration. And they are the pro. I'm sure that you'll get more after we are back from this quick commercial break. Please stay tuned. It's The Breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Yes, the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Presec hits the Big 8-5 as part of the 85th anniversary celebrations. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and the Ɔdadeɛ Global Association presents the Presec at 85 Grand Durbar on the theme Building Upon a Legacy of Excellence. Come experience the biggest gathering of students, staff, and Ɔdadeɛs. Date Saturday, 30th September 2023. Venue the Presec School grounds at 10 a.m. sharp. The chairman for the occasion, the Right Honorable Professor Ɔdadeɛ Mike Okwe, the former Speaker of Parliament, and our special guest of honor, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. The dress code: come in your Presec at 85th anniversary cloth. Since 1938, we've been consistent in building upon a legacy of excellence for Mother Ghana, Africa, and the world.
Ɔdadeɛ Health Matters is a radio program designed to address various health-related issues as we go through our daily lives. As the saying goes, do take care of your body. It is the only place you have to live. Join us and our team of Ɔdadeɛ medical professionals as we address various health matters that affect you and the people you care about. My name is Dr. Sampong. I will be your host on Ɔdadeɛ Health Matters, along with my co-host, Dr. Awuni, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio Online, this and every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Do join us.
What does the Bible say? And what sort of light does it throw on any life-related issue? John chapter 1 verse 5 states, "And the light shineth in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not." Light for Life is a Christian panel discussion program on all life-related issues and how the Bible helps us in its day-to-day application. Beloved, my name is Reverend Gordon Kwashi, and I invite you to join me and my guests on the Light for Life program on Ɔdadeɛ Radio Online this and every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I trust that as we engage in this Light for Life program, we'll all be able to say to our God, "In thy light we shall see light." God richly bless you as you tune in.
I don't know what I would do without him. Who shall I fear?
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
All right, so we are live on The Breeze here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. This is the midweek edition. We talk about business and finance, entrepreneurship, and a lot more. And this morning we have an entrepreneur in the house sharing his experiences and all that he's been through to get him to where he is today. Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong, CEO of Kofi Sampong Ventures, joining us and sharing some thoughts with us. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's look at what actually motivates you in doing what you do.
You see, I get excited when I see things that people say it's impossible make possible, especially with auto.
Okay.
For example, when you start some, for instance, there was a time somebody brought a car which was a right-hand drive and wanted it to change to a left-hand drive. I posted, and the comments I made, I had from friends, and it was so funny. But then we went ahead, and the person is still using the car.
Okay.
And they were saying that it will be accident-prone, etc. But it's cool. You see, so when you see things that people don't see, it motivates you.
Okay. Are there instances where a vehicle comes and this one you diagnose and you say this one is beyond repairs, maybe from an accident?
You see, like a doctor on the operating table, when it gets worse, he refers.
Okay.
So when there are cars, sometimes maybe I haven't seen that damage before. So I look for somebody who has or somebody who can, and then we move from there. Everything is not on one table. You get my point. So if it's beyond me, I have to look for somebody who has done some before, who can do it, pay the price, and then it's restored.
Okay. So they can't say this one is beyond repairs.
No. Unless you don't want to, or you don't have the means
to get it done. Okay. Mr. Franklin Totime also sent in this one. He's my restorer, and he's the best. Our hands are what he uses. Kofi, tell them we shall soon build quality cars in Ghana, and it's doable. In fact, he restored my Ford F-150, and he really did an excellent job on that track. It's hard to see track seriously. Coming from Franklin Totime, can you tell us about this F-150 and how you managed to get our fixed?
Yeah, he called me and then sent me pictures of this Ford F-150, which was really rusted.
Okay.
I mean,
it was terrible. In Ghana.
Yes. he had brought the car, and I think that had been left unattended for a long time.
Okay.
So there was a lot of rust.
Okay.
So we had to work on it, and eventually got it restored.
Okay. And how did you go about that? Did you have to import some
No.
body parts?
We actually welded those. I mean, it was cast and paste sort of, and then we restored it.
Okay. What's your greatest challenge, and how do you manage it?
My greatest challenge was a mingled Honda Ridge line. I didn't see. I mean, it was like bent almost in two. We had to straighten the frame, etc. But eventually,
from an accident.
Yes, it was brought from the US. But eventually, we were able to do it.
It was a big challenge, eh?
I hadn't done some before, and the things we had to remove. I mean, I was getting scared, but the guy.
But you managed to get it done.
We did, and the guy was on. Pressure on it because he had then come. He wanted to use the car, But eventually, we did it.
Is your institution or company into apprenticeship? Do you pass on trainings and to the youth? How do you do stuff like that?
You see, unfortunately, now in our part of the world, people don't want to learn trade. They want to make money fast. You see, so the young guys, somebody comes and is learning within about say a year or something, he's off. Or when he's able to learn a little bit, and he's like he can do certain things, he leaves. So you don't have, apprentices who stay and are dedicated to the work. They will start at a point and then they will leave.
Oh, okay. So you don't take him.
I do, but then you see, most of the time they wouldn't. I mean, maybe after a year, then the person leaves.
When he feels he's known a little.
Not even known, but you see, maybe other interesting things come up. Like I'm saying, you see, most people don't enter the field with their own passion. They come because they didn't do well in maybe SS or GHS. And sitting in the house is being a challenge for the parents, so they bring the person. It's not like the person really wants to do it. You see, so he comes, walk about, and then after some time, he finds something else, and then he's off.
Oh, okay. So then, if somebody wants to come in and learn, I mean...
my door is open.
The door is open. Okay. Let me ask you about this, because I know a lot of business people in Ghana, especially entrepreneurs like yourself, are facing the harsh economic state of Ghana right now. And I want to know how you are dealing with that. And as an entrepreneur, the current state of Ghana's economic challenges with your business, are you highly affected in any way, or for your industry that you are safe?
Highly affected.
Ooh.
First, people will call. I mean, some people call that I haven't even seen. I mean, I work for them. I will never see them. They will send their cars over from the US or from London, and you work on them for you. But now, the duty aspect is terrible. So, and then more so with the onset of these, they're going to pass a law, or they have passed a law where you have to certify the cars you are bringing down. You see, so these are all challenges we are facing now. You know. So, well, whether you like it or not, but you have to keep your head above the water.
But it ends up affecting the customer because you put the charges.
No,
and
if
all that
you see, if the duty was less, it's more or less due to our CD dollar, etc. So you see that people find it difficult to import cars, accident cars, sort of. So unlike first, maybe every month, or you be getting about 2 or 3 or 4, now you hardly get that because the person can't pay the duty. You see the thing. So that's where the problem is, but there's nothing you can do about it.
So it's highly affecting
very
your industry.
Exactly.
Okay. Mr. Sampong, can we? What is your most satisfying moment in your business so far?
A customer comes to pick his work and tells, wow. Because of my banking background, some people really don't believe I can deliver. But maybe he hears somebody tell, you send it to him. So when he comes before you tell him, I didn't believe you can do it.
Okay, so you have that sometimes a lot.
A lot.
Okay,
A lot.
okay. I have a message here from Edifico, Senior Edifico, doing the listening, doing the watching as well. It says, you are a true Ɔdadeɛ. Thanks for your loyalty to the fraternity and the 1983 year group. Anything you want to say to that?
Thanks so much, Senior Edifico.
Okay.
You have been an inspiration from afar. I love you.
Do you have any shout outs to anyone who has been of help to you on your journey so far towards achieving this enterprise?
Franklin is one of them.
Okay.
There are a lot of, especially my year group, and I cannot name because there are a lot. And
a lot of them, yeah.
Those I worked with in Stanchart, etc. Shout out to all of you, and for how far the Lord has brought me.
Any shout outs to your workers at Sampong?
Yeah. Atumako and Ofe, and there are lots.
There are a lot of them. Anyway, we are wrapping up. But what's your impressions of Ɔdadeɛ Radio? We've been on the scene for over 2 years and doing a lot. What are your impressions? What do you think about Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and what kind of support can you offer to show your love to Ɔdadeɛ Radio?
Ɔdadeɛ Radio, when it came in, I was like, hey, this is a green area in Presec. Considering a school, a radio station, I was wondering how they were actually go, but down the line they have really proved that they are Ɔdadeɛ. I mean, Ɔdadeɛs are, great in their field.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even if it's a shoemaker, you see that this is an Ɔdadeɛ.
He does it with a certain
precision.
Yes.
You see.
Yes.
Kudos to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But what do you think of the studio?
I've been here before when our year group.
Your year group was here.
So this is my
okay.
I was here.
Okay. That's really good. A message here also once again from Franklin Totime says, unfortunately, my cars don't go to Bodyworks nor to the mechanic shop. So to work on my car, you have to be a perfectionist. But since I wasn't in Ghana, I had him work on the track, and the end product was extremely excellent. So I'm sure he's talking about the F-150.
Yes.
The Ford F-150 you fixed for him. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's really, really interesting to note. Anything you might want to add, but before we go, I'm sure that for the sake of those who just joined us, you may want to share your contact, your location, and possibly your social media handles for anyone who is interested to get in touch with you.
Okay. My number is numbers. So
the numbers.
020 81 53 608. 020 81 53 608.
Okay.
And 0540 35 35 20.
Okay.
And with Facebook, you can get me on Francis Kofi Sampong or Francis Ofori Sampong.
Okay. That's where we have your social media handles. Anything that you may want to add before you take leave of us?
Well, you see, now restoring cars is becoming more and more difficult, but it's exciting, especially with the old ones, because now I realize that the young guys are now going more into antiques because they are very unique.
Yes.
And I mean, venture into it is nice. You might have a new car, but then when you have an antique car, it's superb. Yeah.
But I hear it's so expensive to even get an antique car.
Yes.
To restore it to, with those modern looks and all that.
It's expensive, but then it's worth it. I mean, when you actually go outing or maybe to a social gathering, the way people come around it, you realize that it's worth it.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Okay. What would be your advice to the young crop of Presec students and people who are listening, who are very into entrepreneurship areas like yourself, who are going through challenges, who want to strive and be successful? What would you advise them, especially one for the students and those who are trying to be like you?
One thing I would have wished was Presec having a technical school.
Okay.
Because you see, Presec does it burst. I mean, like, if Presec is doing it, it's Presec. I mean, you can see the handiwork. I don't know if they have, but you see, most of these guys will come out of school. And I mean, like, for example, a science student, if he wants to do medicine and is not able to hit it, he's lying, you know. But then, if they're able to get something to do with their hands, because some of them are very talented, you see, but the perception, you know, fitter, carpenter, you know, so that thing makes people always want to venture into white-collar jobs, which are non-existent now, you are aware. But you see, if they're able to do these things, they are very marketable. I mean, I never dreamt I would one day be doing this, you know, but it's so exciting. I mean, it's very exciting.
You're enjoying it?
Oh, I do. I mean, you know, seeing your handiwork, you know, like somebody comes by or maybe introduces you to somebody, and I mean, like Franklin is saying, Franklin was my junior in SecTech, you know, so obviously he knew I was a science student. I was aiming to be a medical doctor or something like that. Only for him to see me on Facebook display these cars, you know. So it's exciting. I mean, if you don't find your level in those white-collar jobs, try your hands on something which is, because you never know, that might be your talent.
Okay. But with this kind of stigma you were talking about in terms of people, saying fitter, carpentry, that sort of stigma, I'm sure that is, I mean, it is not in existence anymore.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Oh, I see.
Because you see, people, that's my mate.
Yeah.
People,
Mr. Holy.
Yeah, people look at it in a different way, you know. But you see, like I'm saying, most of the time we throw these jobs to those who we assume they are not good in school.
Okay.
Now, if the person is not good in school, why do you commit your car to the person? You get my point? Because buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, and then at the end of the day, you sit at Odona, and then it's flooded, because the person will not think about what will happen to you when you have those things, you know. But then when the person maybe goes to school a little bit, you know, and he's a little bit educated, he thinks of the effect of the person who brought the car.
Okay.
What he has to do to satisfy you. Okay. And not only before he's a fit, but he thinks beyond the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have added some level of expertise to at least quote and unquote being a mechanic or a sprayer.
Exactly.
But there is something that you can do to make it more viable and more attractive.
Exactly.
And that's what Kofi Sampong Ventures has done and has established. Thank you so much. He's once again located at Adabrako Official Town. Yes. You can call him. He says if it's 12 at night, call him if you can only call on 020-815-3608, 020-815-3608, and 0540-353520. That's 0540-353520. If you want a real expertise in terms of spraying or doing body works for your car or your vehicle, then you should be walking to Kofi Sampong Ventures. Thank you, Senior, for coming this morning.
Welcome.
We appreciate your time so much. And we wish you all the best as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. We'll be ending here, and I'll be back to wrap it up for this morning's edition of the program.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Kabu kabu, I don't say what's now my man too. I know patu tu crack or jakabu. What the kako? When it's fine, just next year yachi. I can say I run the fine control. A quantity that's so 2 years so open tobacco do. When he betting now that collabu. Wow, 50 hours to lampings, no grab banks, no driving tax, no experience. Open chakunifa and 2 names of a certificator. Kind of unit in what the copy matter. What do you back crossing? I find out what a salivata. Yakoka now to win at MDA. Nafu is the coffee, grass city driver, one fist a rapper, when it's a ha, men on the call, a one to what you can pop. ye papa. Who ye passenger? A yama one of far. When me care and so thing job and cassa. Yana Cassa send a buffo. When you put a pen, I could never to walk. Or be the can and Yana Sachi. Where dear, ye no net, master. So never cacao, Nakwana ye. Make one papa circle Kumas and I want me to offer you. Yava, if I hope I can make it go slow. Obetani, oh, ask never uncle, and sound won't throw. Mr. Contem, show where ye with the kitty, I know. Tell first, yeah. Police Inspector Kote, Robert Nakwa who check it, Kawa Bapoti, Kaita Sawi, Adiati was here and Yashi. When it is a guy I am overload, Kakao Betty to Shamanasi Road, anywhere minute to Betty oh, as a number okro, a sound walk row, down out just a hop, Nanko for me, who yes, Uncle Cassa, and drop a bands at the Sabu, Mississippi, me Faho said, we IGP, member of Kwadu, Papa Policy, do Huni, a man I do.
All right, so that's how we ended this morning or this afternoon for the midweek edition of the Breeze Business Edition. We'll be having a conversation with Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong, and he's been much informative for us this morning. I believe you've enjoyed it as well. God willing, we are back with another exciting edition of your favorite Breeze right here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. So driver Susuko, any mrike tuono. Abotrewie any nkunimdie. Abotrewie nkunimdie. Driver Susuko. That's the message from this song from Lock Kenya titled Driver. So we've been talking about accident, vehicle repairs and restoration with the CEO of Kofi Sampong Ventures. To all those who joined us, who were able to join us to view this program on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, and also on our YouTube channel, those who did the listening via the Zeno FM radio app or Ɔdadeɛ radio app, we say thank you so much. Those who sent in messages, thank you so much. Going out to Mr. Franklin Totime, to Senior Edifico, to Mr. Kwame Amwakohene. We thank you guys so much. And again, a very big thank you to Ɔdadeɛ Francis Ofori Sampong for making time to join us and also share your expertise with us in your field of accident vehicle repairs and restoration. Once again, he's located at Adabraka Official Town. You can find his workshop at Adabraka Official Town. You can as well call 0540353520, or you can reach him on 0208153608, just in case you want to fix your car right. You need the right bodyworks and the right spraying with the right expertise. Kofi Sampong Ventures welcomes you. So once again, I'd like to extend a big invitation for you to join us come this Saturday, 23rd of September 2023 from 9 a.m. way down for the Parent and Student Fun Day in the park at the Presec School Field. It's happening this Saturday, 23rd of September 2023. As part of the Presec 85th anniversary celebration, Parents and Student Fun Day in the park will be happening. There will be health walk. There will be health talk, cooking competition, health screening, and a lot more. So once again, I'd like to remind you that the Parents and Student Fun Day in the Park event, which is part of 85th anniversary celebration of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, will take place this Saturday from 9 a.m. at the Presec School field. All students and parents are coming together for a fun-filled activity. This is the inaugural Presec Fun Day in the Park event. It's a day of delicious food, hearty laughter, a wide range of sports activities. You simply can't afford to miss it. Get your t-shirts and your caps from the PTA store and gear up for a day of pure fun. Remember, it's this coming Saturday. Don't miss out because your presence means the whole world to your family and children on the field. Let's make this day an unforgettable one. You are warmly welcome to join us in these sports activities. There will be football, volleyball, there will be table tennis, and other outdoor and sporting activities as well. We have participating team including team parent, team staff, team prefect, team Ɔdadeɛ, male and female, and there will be lots more. We'll be playing volleyball, and a lot more of activities. For further inquiries and it's for free. For further inquiries, you can call 0244 826961. That is 0244 826169. For further inquiries, remember we have t-shirts and caps are already selling. So just go to the PTA store and purchase yours and be part of this exciting event happening on the school field on Saturday. So like I was mentioning, some of the side activities will include health talk, cooking competition, health screening, parents, NSMQ, football gala, live band sections, DJ music, dancing competition, national ID card registration, food bazaar, and lots of fun activities. It's all about Parent and Student Fun Day in the Park. Tomorrow, at 2 p.m. here in the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio, I'll be hosting the organizers of this event, and they are going to be telling us more as to what we need to expect tomorrow. They'll be here from 2 p.m. live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and let's talk about the Parents and Student Fun Day in the Park events. Do make a date and join us tomorrow, Thursday, 21st of September 2023. And also, as part of the 85th anniversary of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and Ɔdadeɛ Global Association present Presec at 85 Grand Derby. This event is scheduled to happen on Saturday, 30th September 2023 at Presec School grounds. Our special guest of honor is His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, and our host is Ɔdadeɛ Dr. Ernest Ofori Sampong, Ɔdadeɛ Global President, and Anniversary Planning Committee Chairperson Ɔdadeɛ Patricia Obonai, who is doubles also as the Ɔdadeɛ Global Vice President. The event will be under the chairmanship of Ɔdadeɛ Mike Okwe. Yes. So it's going to be a very big gathering and exciting one. Do make a day to come to Presec campus from 10 a.m. on Saturday, 30th September 2023, and come join this Presec at 85 Grand Derby event. It's going to be the biggest gathering of chiefs. It's going to be the biggest gathering of all Ɔdadeɛs, businessmen, political figures, and business icons, celebrities, and a lot more. So make it a date and to come join us. Remember, we are coming in our Presec 85th anniversary cloth. So if you've not purchased yours, remember to come to the Presec Alumni and Mentorship Center and come purchase one for yourself. All right, so I have to end here. Thank you so much for being part of the Breeze midweek edition today. Big thank you to my executive producers, Senior Ɔdadeɛ Zonda and Senior Edifico, for putting this together. My name is Joseph Otu. You can as well refer to me as DJ Use. Enjoy the very best of your day and stay blessed and stay glued to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. shine the light.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.